Hi there friends, hope you're alright. Happy New Year and everything like that. So this is my first video of 2013. Oh, not 2013, it's 2023. Wow. Completely in the wrong place. So this doll I am going to remake over is a standard Barbie here, as you can see, which I got from a charity shop. I am going to do a makeover, a recreation, I might say, a recreation of a Barbie holiday. As you can see here, she is being held up with tissue roll and sellotape because sometimes the struggle is real and I do not have any doll stands anymore because they have all broken. I don't know if you have the same problem. I have those really cheap ones and they just all snapped. So I am now curling her hair. I am going to place some wood paper straws and some paper clips and I'm going to steam it. And first of all, this is what you can see. I've done all of them. I've done the front, the back, all the sides, and I'm just steaming it right now. I prefer steamer than the boiler because I feel like it does it a bit quicker. And I'm just uncurling the curls. I'm just doing the back of each one and then I'm going to comb them out. And now I want to do a bit bigger wave here. So that's why I'm reclipping them all together and I'm just going to steam it again. And then I'm going to use some Get Glued spray. This is really strong. It does feel like glue. So just be wary how much you use on this. I've kept the front separate and I want to comb that out separately from the rest. I wanted to not put any glue into it. I wanted to keep the curls as much as possible. So I'm just combing out now just to give it a bit more shape because I don't want too much frizz on it. I just want the kind of natural curls that you get with the hair. And yeah, it looks quite good. On the other side though, because there's a kind of bold gap on the top, I've done this big curl and I've steamed it and I've glued it in place with the hairspray, and then now I'm taking this part so you can see what it looks like. And yeah, it's really stiff. It's kept the shape. It's given a really nice wavy effect. It's a bit stiff, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to comb it out and hopefully it will make it a bit more smoother. As you can see here, it looks much better. It is a bit frizzy, but I don't mind that. I really like the wave effect of the hair. So I'm not going to do the full face for this makeover. I'm just going to do the lips. So for this one, I'm just removing the lips with some acetone and then I'm just going to paint over it. I found some really nice dark shade of acrylic paint that I have. And I'm going to use some varnish. This one that I have is really, really good, just to gloss over the lips to make it a bit more vibrant, I would say. And I'm going to use the same red. I'm going to do the nails. That's something I quite like and I think is a really nice detail. I've done this hand and I've also done the other hand. Yeah, as you can see, both hands are done and they are looking fabulous. So now I'm going to move on to the dress. And before I show you directly how I make it, I just wanted to show you something else. So these are two samples I made beforehand and they're just really, really quick mock-ups. They do take a lot of work still, and this is just me kind of trialing out the patterns and see how it works. And I do this for most of my dresses, if I'm honest. I always do a sample, especially they're really complicated styles. But anyway, back to making the dress. So I sewed the two bodice pieces together and I'm using the same colors as the Holiday Barbie that I'm following, which is the 2011 one. I'm not putting a picture on here because I don't want to be done for copyright. But if you look back on my YouTube and my Instagram, you can see which one it is. It's the 2011 Holiday Barbie. So here I'm using my Cricut and I'm cutting some glitter vinyl templates. Now they haven't all worked out, but I'm picking the best ones. And what I'm doing is I am ironing it on because I don't have an embroidery machine, which is what the original one has, but I'm using this glitter effect, which I think is really, really nice. It is a bit trial and error, so if you do this, try it out beforehand. But yeah, I just went straight into it and luckily it worked. It's actually turned out really, really well. I'm really, really happy with this effect. I am doing the edges of the top of the skirt. So as you can see, that's just one edge and that's the other edge there. And I've done that because what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the skirt to the bodice. And if I didn't do this bit now, I wouldn't be able to add the gold to the skirt afterwards. So once it's all done like this, as you can see, magic, I am going to iron in the pleats slightly, not doing hard creases. I'm just ironing it slightly in place so that it gives the shape when it falls. I'm kind of doing it from the inside so you don't see the kind of heavy creases. And it also gives me a marker to put the other bigger glitter designs in place. Just gives me a bit of a marker, as you can see here. So once I know where the marker is, I can place my first design in the corner. So this is my medium design of my glitter that I have, and I'm just going to heat it and put it into place. And while this cools, I move on to the bigger piece. I pull it onto the bottom corner, and there's a bit of a gap in the middle, as you can see, between them, and that's because once the fabric folds back, you won't see that space. So that's kind of the reason why I also pleated the fabric. I'm just peeling it away now, and as you can see, it actually works, and I'm super happy with it. I'm just going to fold it here, as you can see, just to make sure it kind of looks good, and then I'm just going to remove the bigger piece, and I'm so happy with this. Like, it's really worked. So I'm just going to re-iron the pleats a little bit, and yeah, it looked good. And so once I've done this side, I will now do the next side, and this is what it looks like all done. It looks absolutely fabulous. I've never done this before, and it looks absolutely fantastic. So very happy with the outcome. It's not quite finished. I now need to do a skirt. So for that, I will use the body. As you can see here, I'm just doing a really basic outline of her legs, because I don't really have a pattern for this, and I wanted it really simple. So I've just done the legs, and I traced around it, and I've given a bit more seam allowance, and you end up with something like this. Really simple pattern. I've cut it out as one front piece and two back pieces so that I can sew elastic at the top, and then once I join the side seam together, it's all done. Really simple skirt, and it was something like this, and I didn't want to do anything too complicated because really it's just to go under the skirt and cover her legs, which is what the original Holiday Barbie has. Again, it's a 2011 one, so you might want to just check it to see where I'm referencing the look from. But yeah, I'm kind of just going for what they're doing really, basically. And now I'm putting the big skirt back. Not big skirt, it's not a skirt, it's a dress. I'm now putting the dress back on, and yeah, as you can see, it kind of looks more complete now. There's just one piece missing, which is the front piece. Not a front piece, it's the kind of shoulder strap design that they have. I'm just using the basic rectangle, and I am going to bag it out so it's nice and neat, and then I'm going to pleat it in the middle twice so you have this kind of ruffle effect. So you just stitch it basically, and then I'm going to hand stitch it in place. So I'm just going to stitch it from the side far enough so you don't see it from the front, and I'm just going to stitch it to the back. Just stitch it in place, hand stitch, really nice and neatly, and yeah, there you have it. So the dress is pretty much all done now. I've just got one final thing to do, which is to give her some fabulous earrings that I found from Depth of Market. And they were only £1, which is absolutely amazing, and especially since, you know, I don't really have a lot of money to spend on dolls, so this means that you don't really spend that much, really. If you want your dolls to look fabulous, you know, local market, £1, like, you can't go wrong, can you, really? Anyway, so this is what she looks like at the beginning. Little pink one, still quite cute, but this is what she looks like now. Absolutely fabulous. I think she looks amazing. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. That really helps. If you have any comments or feedback, please do. Always appreciate it. And thank you very much for watching this. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Okay, bye.